Hello everyone, welcome back to the science class. In our last class, we started a chapter that is the green plants and we learned about different types of plants, their shape, size, texture, venation and margin. We also learned about the different parts of a plant, that is leaf blade, side veins, mid vein, petiole and stomata. Children, today we are going to study about a very important function of green leaves, that is photosynthesis. So children, all of you know the green leaves, they contain chlorophyll which make a plant to appear green in color. So most of the plants appear green in color. Okay, now let us study how this chlorophyll trap the sunlight, how the plants get all the raw materials and make their food and synthesize their food. So children, everybody see this figure. This is a figure of photosynthesis. Children, here the green leaves, they contain chlorophyll. Got it? And I told you in my previous class that chlorophyll is the only substance on this earth's surface which can trap or which can catch the sunlight. So, the chlorophyll molecules, they trap the sunlight in the leaves. Okay. And by the help of water, carbon dioxide, the green leaves synthesize their food. And this process is known as photosynthesis. Now children, let us see how the green leaves or a green plant collect all the raw materials needed for photosynthesis. So children, just now I told you that the chlorophyll present in the leaves trap the sunlight. Okay. Now the roots of the plants, okay, they absorb water from the soil. They absorb water from the soil and this water from the roots transported or carried by the help of the stems to the different leaves of a plant. Understood? So the water absorbed by the roots, carried or transported by the stem and supplied to the leaves where chlorophyll is present. Got it? Now children, all of you know that stomata are present on the underside of the leaves. And I told you that gaseous exchange in plants take place through these tiny holes or stomata. So, carbon dioxide, which is also an important factor for photosynthesis, is absorbed from the atmosphere and trapped inside the leaves through the stomata. Got it? So, carbon dioxide is taken from the atmosphere and absorbed to the leaves by the stomata present on the underside of the leaves. Now children, so here you see how green leaves get all the raw materials for photosynthesis, for synthesizing their food. Again children, I told you that the chlorophyll present in the leaves, they trap the sunlight. The roots help in absorbing water which is carried to the leaves through the stems, okay, and branches also, and the carbon dioxide is absorbed from the atmosphere and through stomata the leaves get this carbon dioxide and make their food. This process is known as photosynthesis. Okay, the food prepared in the plants is in the form of a carbohydrate, that is sugar. Sugar is a type of carbohydrate. So children, when photosynthesis is over, photosynthesis is completed, the end product of photosynthesis is carbohydrate food, that is you can say sugar, oxygen gas and water vapor. Okay, this show that oxygen gas is released during photosynthesis as an end product. That's why we always tell that plants purify the air. Got it? Now students, this water vapor is also evaporated from the stomata of the leaves. Okay, now children, let us see the equation of photosynthesis, that is carbon dioxide, all of you know, CO2 plus water, that is H2O, and in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, okay, the plant synthesize carbohydrate food, that is C6, H12O6, C6H12O6, and along with this food, oxygen molecules and water vapor is released to the atmosphere. Got it? So children, this is carbon dioxide. So with the help of carbon dioxide and water and in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, green leaves prepare their food which is in the form of carbohydrate, that is C6H12O6, or you can say sugar. Sugar is a type of carbohydrate. And children, oxygen gas is released and water vapor is also released. So this is photosynthesis equation. So children, hope all of you understood the process of photosynthesis and how could the green plants or green leaves get all the raw materials for performing photosynthesis. Now children, I told you that the synthesized food by the leaves is in the form of sugar, or that is the type of carbohydrate. But the extra food which is not used by the plants, it's stored in the plants for the use of other living bodies in the form of starch. That is in the form of starch. Sugar and starch are two types of carbohydrate. Got it? In higher classes, you will learn more about the different types of carbohydrate. Now for class 4, you just know sugar and starch are two different types of carbohydrate. So the synthesized food is, when the food is synthesized by a plant, that is in the form of sugar, the plant use some amount of this synthesized food for performing its daily activities, for doing the biological activities of its own, okay, and the extra food is stored for the use of other living bodies in the form of starch in a plant. Now children, we all eat different parts of a plant. Now we have question, ma'am, how the extra food is stored in the plant for the use of other living bodies? Okay, now the answer is that, children, this starch food is stored in different parts of a plant. That is in the leaves, in the fruits, in the flowers, in the stem and in the roots. Okay, how? Children, we eat stem of some plants like potato, ginger, sugarcane. Why? Because the food is stored in the form of starch in the stem of these plants. Got it? We also eat the roots of some plants like carrot, turnip, radish, beetroot. Why? Because the food prepared by the plants is stored in the form of starch in the root of these plants. We also eat leaves of some plants. All of you know cabbage, lettuce, mint, coriander, etc. We eat fruits of different plants because the food is stored in the fruits of the plants. Understood? We also eat, student, the flower of some plants. Yes, flower of some plants. Drumstick flower we eat. Pumpkin flower we eat. Cauliflower we eat. Because the plant stored the extra food in the form of starch in these parts of the plant. Got it? Children, this is all about photosynthesis and the food, how used by the plants itself and how it is stored in different parts of a plant for the use of other organisms. Understood? This is all about today's topic, that is photosynthesis. All of you watch this figure carefully. Okay, I will send you the picture of this figure also. And try to understand the process of photosynthesis. Okay, students, in higher classes you will learn more about photosynthesis. How these chemicals, how these molecules, how these raw materials combined and used by the green leaves and synthesize or prepare this carbohydrate food. Okay, in higher classes you will learn more about it. Through some reactions, it is done by the plant, by the leaves, green leaves of the plants. So today up to this, all of you learn the chapter carefully and wait for my next class. Okay, till then all of you stay safe, healthy and happy in your home. Take care.